Look on the screen. Evil Dusty Dan, teenage murdering man, allegedly. He was known to police. So you have to stop and think. The cop doing his job, trying to stop a robbery or a car, theft. They get into it. He shoots the police officer. Then don't forget, shoots the man twice in the head. Let me see, to make sure he's dead. This the same clown that called in a bomb threat at the school. And I thought about that. Can you imagine? The teachers, in my opinion, are severely underpaid. Can you imagine? Listen to what they have him as doing. And don't forget, his brother also turned him in. ID'd him, rather. His brother did also ID'd him. And I thought about it. Can you imagine? He called the bomb threat in, and sometimes, especially when it's the brother from another mother, oh, well, kids do things, and it's just one of those things. Give them a chance. A lot of mammies, I don't care what nationality, they all have that in common. When it comes to the men, oh yes, Becky will be doing the same. Well, I get the best I could. I ain't trying to hear all that nonsense. And I thought about it. I was like, wow, can you imagine what if you were the teacher? Don't forget, he's causing a bomb threat. Can you imagine you've taught this and you get an eerie feeling? And you have to be very careful as a teacher because you don't have any protection, to be honest with you. They want these kids to be able to go upside your head, you defend yourself. Oh, that's assault on a student. Never mind, they can just try to plummet you down to the ground. So can you imagine you have this in the midst of your classroom? Just think, seriously, and you could easily think to yourself, "Wow, that could have been you." A bomb there for the school, and let you know right there, he has a high propensity for violence. That's what he wants to do. Why? People doing what they want to do. Good, bad, and different. People doing what they want to do. While he's down, shot him twice in the head. He was making sure the man is. I mean, seriously, who else that does that? All this anger. You just got to face it. I had Googled something. I saw a tweet that something that Felicia Rashad had said, and I was like, wow, that is really powerful. And it's like DNA. The cells or the molecular makeup of an individual, that kind of dictates how that person functions. We have to face reality. I don't care how young. This thing on the screen doesn't, in my opinion, doesn't deserve to breathe. 18. Like a 9-year-old fool that hurt someone, kill someone, kill those 3 people. A 20-year-old woman, the news reporter with Spectrum, and then the 9-year-old child. We have to face it. Some people are just born evil. I don't want to hear about no darn counseling. Then you go deal with it. Let you change places with the deceased. Some people are just evil, and that's just it. Don't want to hear about no counseling, or he was sad and depressed. If you notice, they don't hurt themselves, but they always want to inflict pain on others. Just like he shot that man while the man was down. He didn't do that to himself, did he? And then tried to steal a gun. There was another report that said this trash on this screen. And when you get in General Pop, ooh, they're going to be waiting on you. Get in General Pop, they're going to be waiting on you, Becky Ann. They're going to be waiting on him. Whatever happens to him, he deserves it. Another report said after he had already killed the officer, guess what? They said besides trying to take the gun, he rummaged through the man's pockets like a savage. Rummaged through his pockets like a savage. Father of 4 gone. Father of 4. They're going to have to come with some harsher penalties for these young people because they're out of control. Be careful what you wish. Again, some people, they're just born evil. And then what if they hadn't caught him? Think about it. What if it hadn't been a cop? A regular person could have gotten away with it. Run his old mangy butt back to the farm with his mama. Come back out and do it again. He already is known with the police. Gee, I wonder why. His behavior. people are who they are. And some of these kids, I don't care how young, they're just evil. That's who they are. That's in their DNA. They're just evil. And they are so evil, so diabolical, so angry, so entitled, just think to take somebody's life. I hope they take his. You should get what you give. We shouldn't have to pay to feed his mangy butt for the next 20, 40, 60 years. Oh, no, no, no. We shouldn't have to pay to do that. As far as I'm concerned, they can take him out back and boom, target practice with him. A father of 4. So all along him on that little farm, again, people doing what they want to do. All these young people just so angry and lashing out and not just committing crimes, stealing and, fighting. No, actually killing people. Killing people. I'll just take it. I'll take your purse, your keys, your car, anything out of your house, even take your life. And I was speaking with my friend who's a teacher. We're talking about it. These kids are just acting up. We're talking elementary school. 5th grade, picking up, he mad. He pick up tables and throw them across the room because he mad. Ooh-wee. You see the one about where the teacher took the Nintendo game from him and he beat her so he hit her even when and he was like, oh my gosh, like 6 feet, 200 pounds. While the teacher, and she was, I'm sorry, correction, the teacher's assistant, while she was down on the ground, unconscious, he was stomping her. So many of them listened. I said, oh my God, I can get to all these videos. Stomping her because he's in school and they asked him, I guess, to take away the Nintendo. Then you wonder why you're done behind, can't read. You take my Nintendo away. Oh. He hit the teacher, had knocked her out. She was unconscious, and she was laying face down. Well, she was on her stomach, and I think her head was to the side. She was knocked out, and she was down on the ground. The video showed him stomping her, kicking her. The seed of poverty D, from the suburban to the inner city to the farm, and poverty P. And sometimes it's not just financial, it's also when you're morally bankrupt. Morally bankrupt. The path of prison starts in the home. People want to sometimes look the other way. But poverty D and poverty P, they get together and create a tragedy like this trash on the screen, and they unleash it on society, a detriment to you and me. They're going to have to come down with some stricter sentences. These kids are out of control. The violence is out of control. A good proportion of these teenagers, your population, of the population, they're going to end up already in prison. That's where they belong. Shot him twice in the head. Wow. The new norm, the violence in America. And a lot of it is coming from children, teenagers, throwing their lives away. Then when they get inside their little tank, you want to see how tough you are. You don't have your little gun. Then when Bubba and they want to kind of get at you and play, Bubba wants you to be his Barbie doll girlfriend. Oh, you in there crying. This me? It's like the little white supremacists. They were trying, it was years ago in Texas, maybe like 10 years ago. They're going around saying, they were trying to find a black person to victimize. Trying to find a talk, and they drove around. They couldn't find anyone. No, you probably saw some black people, but you probably knew you're going to get those hands and feet. See, they're not going to come from like some black men in a group. No, no, no. So what they did, when they didn't find the black person to victimize, there was a lady who was a young woman who was mentally challenged, and they got a hold of her. Mm-hmm. They said initially they were looking for their, white supremacists, looking for a black person. So they couldn't find one, driving around, getting one, a target, maybe get you by yourself. But especially in Texas, honey, we're bringing that heat. Got a hold to a mentally challenged young woman. They caught him, put him in prison. The little skinny redhead was talking all that shit. Say Chati. He was talking all that shit during that trial. Found guilty. Oh, when they got him in the penitentiary, he came on the news and was talking. And then you know what he said? He's lost his will to live. He couldn't take it in that pen. No, really? He couldn't take it. He could not take it. He had lost his will to live. This right here, I hope you meet the same fate. No, but you and your boys was driving around purposely looking for a black person. You said to murder, torment and murder. You didn't find the right one. Found a mentally challenged white female, young woman, very young, and they got her. Oh, but in that prison, he lost his will to live. You don't want to live anymore. Really? I wonder why. I have no sympathy. I hope this trash meets the same fate. I tell you, the world is a horrible place, and it's filled with this. It's filled with this on the screen from all nationalities. It's filled with this on the screen right here. Your new norm, your new terrorists, right here on the screen. Hate to tell you, a lot of terrorists are turning out to be in the USA, the teens, terroristic teens. And that's why a whole bunch of them are on the screen. This right here, evil. Evil. As the man is down, shot 2 more times, and then tried to take his gun, carjack somebody, and also as a man deceased, reportedly, going through his pockets. I saw that on a different channel, news outlet, was going through the deceased pockets. Just take what I want. I take your life and take what I want. For these youngsters, they need to start getting that seat set up, the kind of seat that's got those straps on it. Go ahead and get that little chair ready. That's what he deserves. The 19-year-old in Orlando killed the 20-year-old woman, the news reporter, and the 9-year-old kid. They should start making it hot for him. Get that little seat. Get that little seat. Some of them should never come out to see another day. They should be put down. I don't want to hear about your raggedy ass mother or your piece of crap father coming forward. Did the best you could. Guess what, witch? It wasn't good enough. People are losing their lives. Anyway, it's kind of making me mad. I'm going to stop right now. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you all think. Be alert, be aware. You see these gremlins. I don't care where you are. Again, he ran to his mama's farm where he lived. Be alert, be aware. With these teenagers, you see them, avoid at all costs. Let them just move the hell on. The life you save might be your own, and I'm out.